recently made some clocks where I added some different bits and pieces to them, and I loved it. So what I thought I'd do is see if I can adapt that actual process with making some coasters. So I've got this butterfly mold here from Let's Resin and my coaster molds from Let's Resin, and I'm going to start decorating my mold using these chameleon powders, also by Let's Resin. It's a Let's Resin day today. I may also use some chrome powders as well in these, just to give them a little bit of sparkle and possibly some glitter. And this part can be quite time consuming as well, because I want to try and make these as neat as I possibly can. So I'm actually going to be using a little micro brush here to use to actually put the colour on. And all I need to do is dip that into my powder, make sure my little micro brush is very well loaded, and then I can use this to put my colour over there, keep it as neat as I possibly can. Now, I'm not the neatest person at doing this sort of thing. I do tend to make a bit of a mess, but you take your time and you can probably get a really nice, neat effect. And I know people that do. And for this particular butterfly, I'm using the blue chameleon powder and the gold chrome powder and the red chrome powder. And all I'm going to do is go through this like this, put on and colour my molds. And I'm going to do all of them as well, because I want each one of these to have a different butterfly in it. So once I've finished painting all these with the mica powders in all the different colours, I'll show you what I'm going to do to pour these to make sure that they can fit in there, and how I'm going to attach them and do a background. I've finished painting these now with the mica powders, the chrome powders and the chameleon powders. I also then went over the whole thing with some chameleon flakes, and I'm ready to pour my resin. You always get a much better result if you use a darker resin. So I've added some black pigment to my resin, and now I'm pouring that in. What I don't want to do is make these too thick, because obviously they've got to fit inside my coaster mold. So I'm going to pour them so it's just below the edge of this mold. And then make sure that it's covering everywhere on this mold. So for instance, in these bits, I need to ensure that there is enough resin in there to finish them off. There we go. I'll just finish off these and then I'll let them cure and show you what I'm going to do next. So these are nearly ready now to demold. And what I'm going to do before I go ahead and demold these is I'm quickly going to paint this using some chameleon flakes, because I want this to be blue. And as you probably know, if you've seen my videos before, if I'm using chameleon flakes, I really like to use a brush to put these on with. I think you get a much more prettier burnished effect with them, look at that, than you would if you were using a sponge. But you use whichever method you like and which you find is easiest. And these are just a cheap set of makeup brushes I bought a long time ago. I've had these a long time. So I'm happy with that way that's covered. Clear up my mess, because I do like to make a mess. So these have been curing about 14 hours, so they're a little bit still squidgy, but I'm ready to move on, and that should be fine for my next stage. And I think they have come out very pretty, look. So what I'm going to do is take these all out. Then I can decide which ones I'm going to use, and I'll show you how I'm going to do the next stage. So I've checked all these and they all fit nicely without coming to the top of the actual edge of the coaster in there. Now I'm going to show you how to coat these so that you avoid getting too many trapped bubbles. Firstly, I'm going to mix my resin up. So I've got my resin mixed up. What I'm going to do is pour some in here to start with and let that go to the sides. Now, the actual base of this mold, so this bit, is going to be the face of my coasters. And I am going to have a backing on this as well. Now, before I put these in, what I'm going to do is add some resin to these and fill in all these little gaps, because then they are less likely to trap any bubbles in them. And they might trap one or two, and that's absolutely going to be fine, but what I don't want is massive bubbles being trapped on there. And now once that's on there, I can see what I'm doing and I can remove any of the little trap bubbles that I don't want. And then quickly go over that with a long neck lighter. And that should have removed most of the bubbles. Now I've got a really pretty backing that I'm going to be using for these coasters. And now what I'm going to do is place that in the middle like that and push it down. And then place that where I want it to be. And then I can top it up right to the edge of the coaster mold. Give that about 5 or 10 minutes and then I can go over that, burst any bubbles that have come up with a long neck lighter. So I'm just going to finish off the rest and then I'll show you what the next stage is. So these are all cured now and I can take them out of there. Now they look really pretty as clear coasters. Actually, they look very pretty as clear coasters, much prettier than I thought they were going to look. Look how beautiful that is, completely bubble free as well. It's a great resin, but I want to have a background on them. I'm not sure if it's going to spoil it having that background or not, or I could just put a coloured background like that, the felt on it. No, my intention was to put a background on them, so that is what I'm going to do. Now, when you're doing decoupage, normally you would split up all 3 layers of your napkin. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is get my Mod Podge. It is going to leave some streaks on here. There's no doubt about it. So what I'm going to do is try and get them all going in the same way. Like that. Fold over my napkin. Push that down. And then coat the back of that. Making sure I get to all the edges as well. And making sure I push that right down without ripping it. Because that's what I'm likely to do. And now I'm going to leave that on there to dry. I'm going to go ahead, finish off the other ones, and then show you how I'm going to finish these off to protect that Mod Podged back. There we go. Well, that's dried nicely on there. And actually, you can't really see the brush strokes, which is really good. And all I'm going to do is go around these with a sharp knife, using the actual coaster itself as to push my knife against to get a nice clean edge. There we go. And now I'm going to put some backing on them and I'm going to be using this self-adhesive felt because this is the easiest felt to use and I have found it works brilliantly on coasters and things. And all you need to do is just pull your backing off like this, line up your coaster, make sure it's adhered well to the bottom. And this is great if your coasters have got any slightly sharp edges from where the resin is cured as well, because it will get rid of all those. And then do exactly the same as you just did with the paper and trim off the excess. So they're all done now. I've put the felt on the back and look how lovely they finished off. I really like these. That's quite a simple idea, but they do come out really, really well. I would probably charge about £19 for these coasters. They come with a thing to be able to put them in. And all I used for this was the chameleon flakes. And by doing that with the butterflies at the beginning, you avoid trapping any really big bubbles in there. And they are lovely and smooth. You wouldn't know that those butterflies were separate. There we go. And even though there is 5 in here, I think they just give you an extra one. And then you can choose the 4 that you particularly like the best that have come out. Or just make 4 and then they fit in there lovely. Coasters are very popular, but don't forget, don't sell them or use them until you've stored them lovely and flat somewhere for about 4 weeks, because it takes about 4 weeks for the resin to fully harden and fully cure and become absolutely as heat proof as you want it to be. If you use these straight away, then the heat might bend them or mark them. So I always put mine to one side for about 4 weeks. I really do love how they've come out. And you can do that with lots of different things. You don't have to use butterflies. You could use any of the molds that you've got that would fit in there nicely, and any backing that you've got. Check out the video I've got coming up next. I think you'll love that one on another different way of doing coasters. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.